Indians don't pay high ticket prices. Indians are cheap. They always keep asking for discounts. They keep haggling. They keep negotiating. And it's just not a pleasant experience to work with Indians. Rohan, I need international clients if I want to become successful. If I could actually get clients from US, UK, Australia, or whatnot, then they would not haggle and then they would pick me and pay me a lot of money. You see, these are some of the misconceptions that a lot of service providers and business owners that I talk to have every single day. And they keep doubting the capability of our people in order to actually pay for their valuable advice and services. They keep thinking that it is the market's fault, and they never even look at their own offer. They never even look at their own website. They don't even look at their own marketing. They don't even look at how they're running the business. And it's a lot easier to blame someone else and the avatar rather than taking complete ownership and responsibility. So let me ask you a simple question. Okay, let's take a hypothetical scenario. Let's suppose you are a firm in US and you're looking to actually get any kind of service done. Now, this kind of service could be, maybe you're looking for marketing services, maybe you're looking for some IT services, maybe you're looking for some design services, or anything, any kind of service that you want to get rendered. Okay. Now, as a US organization or any international organization, what are the two options you have? The first option is you can look for value based approach, okay, where you are looking for top quality, highest of the highest value, and you want excellent work to be delivered to you, okay. And then the other thing is, maybe you don't have a lot of money, and the other thing that you're looking for is somebody who could give you that exact service, but you don't want to pay so much, you don't have so much budget, and that's why you want to get the cheapest thing done at the best price possible. Okay, so this is how usually a company would approach. Okay, and if you are a firm which is pretty established, where you actually have a decent amount of budget and you are an actual high ticket client, right, you will always don't mind to pay for value, because if for example somebody who's rich and successful, they want the best car or the best experience, they buy the Rolls Royce. They don't even look at options like Maruti and whatnot. On the other hand, if you do not have so much price, then of course, and you don't have so much budget, and you're looking for the most efficient option, then you're looking more around the Maruti Suzuki category, and you're looking for a car which can actually help you get to the destination, but it can be the cheapest car or around the cheaper options. It doesn't matter. Okay, so these are basically two options we have. Now, if you look at a firm like KPMG or Ernst and Young, right, have you ever noticed that these big organizations, whenever they get a massive project from somewhere else, right, they always outsource it to other of their departments that are located in India? Okay, have you ever thought about why exactly do they do that? Just a quick question. Why not just keep this in the US? Why not just, like, they have offices in the US as well, why not just give that work to them? It's because they want to actually operate in a price-based approach, where they are actually looking to save money. Because if they did have a lot of resources and money for that particular project, or if they didn't want to make like a lot of profit margins, they could have easily hired people in the US, even given them the project themselves, right? So if they had the money, right, and if they actually wanted the best, they could have actually gone for the value-based approach and actually found the best kind of service providers. So my question is, if price plus quality is what they are considering, do you really think that there are other firms out there that could be really cheaper than you? Okay, for example, a lot of times when I ask people, hey, what's like different about you as compared to everybody else, they tell me, Rohan, US firms should pay me money because I have the cheapest price. But think about this. What if that company goes and finds somebody in Indonesia where 1 rupee equals to 0.0053 approximately Indonesian rupee, and give the project to those people? Then you are already lost in this price-based approach, because there are always people who are willing to provide whatever valuable advice or services that you are giving for a cheaper price. And even if you are able to do that in the short term, where you somehow becomes the cheapest option available in the marketplace, my question to you is, as a service based business, how long will you be able to sustain that at those low margins? Because when you are charging low ticket, when you are the cheapest option, you cannot invest in quality talent, you cannot actually get a proper office, you cannot actually invest in your marketing, you cannot invest in your branding, and you cannot actually grow as an organization. And the other unfortunate part is, as you keep on hiring more and more people, what will happen is the service quality of whatever you're giving or providing is going to keep deteriorating. Because when you actually outsource this to somebody else and try to create copy paste formulas of yourself, the people might struggle to actually learn at the skill and level as maybe you or your top employees. And as a result, when the organization keeps expanding and more people keep doing the same work, then the quality doesn't sustain at all. And if you plan on doing all the work by yourself, think about this. Let's suppose if you actually get 10 clients and you are working like 12 hours a day. If you want to double your business to 20 clients, what will you do? Will you work 20 hours per day? How is that even going to be manageable, right? So for a US company, back to the example, if they want, somebody to do a particular work and they want the cheapest option possible, then they would actually, start looking for organizations or firms which could give them a cheaper rate. And even if you tell them, sir, I can actually do it at, a decent price, do not worry, I will give you a discount, there is always somebody out there who's willing to give a greater discount than you are. Therefore, you cannot ever win this race. And this is exactly what happens. Think about this. Why do you think, Apple or a lot of these companies used to manufacture in China? Because it was cheaper to do that. And now when it is becoming maybe a little bit more expensive in China to actually manufacture iPhones, guess what? Now they are participating in these Make in India programs and shifting some of their factories here so that they could actually get the same outcome for a cheaper rate. When India's economy booms and also like India goes to the next level, then what will happen? These people will then start looking for factories to establish in Bangladesh or even poorer economies where they could get the best price option. Okay, so this is exactly how it works. So my conclusion is that if you think you will be able to get international clients just because you are the cheapest option available and you are playing on the price-based approach, then guess what? You won't be able to actually do this in the long term. Maybe in the short term, you might be able to build a business, but remember that there will always be cheaper options available, right? So now the thing is, people hate playing the price game, right? And then comes the other thing, which is value, right? Now, let's suppose I'm a US based firm and I'm looking to actually get the best of the best quality work done, right? And I have money. I have no issues with that. I just need quality, okay? One was the price based approach and the other one is the value based approach, which is what I'm talking about. Now, tell me something. If I'm looking for somebody who could deliver me excellent quality for maybe design work, marketing work, or whatever I'm looking for, okay, my question to you is, wouldn't I prefer to actually hire somebody who is literally next door to me or someone I can see on a regular basis rather than somebody on the internet that I have not met, especially when in today's time so much scams and everything are going on because of Indian IT companies literally looting US people for like millions and millions of dollars? Don't you think if I can actually afford quality, I would prefer to work with somebody in my proximity or somebody I trust? Or let's suppose if I can actually afford quality, don't you think I will actually go for firms that have 10 plus years of experience or 15 plus years of experience with 200 people staff, 500 people staff, or the best of the best luxuries or amenities that they can offer to me? Don't you think I will go for those options? Right? Now, if I can actually afford value, then I would go for those options. And if you think, oh, but Rohan, I'm starting out, I can actually give better quality work to these people. Do you really think other people will tell these people, no, I don't offer good quality, my quality is bad? Who does that? Nobody does that, right? So these people will always look for people with track record, track experience, and how close and how proximate they are to wherever they are located. And that's why these US companies or international firms would then consider giving these projects to somebody who is, of course, able to provide that kind of value. So the point is that if you go to Google right now, and it doesn't matter whatever business you are running, just type top, for example, you are running a web design firm. Just go to Google and type top website design firms near me. Okay. For example, even if I was to do this, top web design firms near me. Okay. Just check this out, right? This guy is saying I'm premium web design, top rated web design agency, right? And over here also there's top web design agency, best web design agency, top web development company. Everybody is saying I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, right? So the question is, how does one actually differentiate themselves? It's pretty tough to do that, right? We get it because, honestly, we get like startups like these all the time saying this to us because if and I realized this at a very early age for my own business, right? This is why what I decided to do is, rather than just being like a generic agency for everyone, I decided to specialize only on a specific niche, right? So the point of the matter is that just by having this misconception that, hey, if I go international, I will somehow magically land clients. No, the fact is that you will face a lot of competition, right? And you will face competition from firms which have been there since the last 10-20 years, who can actually play the value game very well, and they will actually annihilate you and destroy you because of their track record. And on the other hand, if you actually compete on the basis of pricing, then trust me, there is always somebody out there who's willing to do it at a much cheaper rate. So now you understand these two things, that hey, just because I go international doesn't mean that I will be able to sign clients left, right, and center. This is like a big misconception that's actually stopping you. So what do you actually go about doing? So the conclusion and the moral of the story, and what I'm trying to actually establish, Indians or international client, it doesn't matter. If you want to actually succeed, and you want to actually build a business that really stands out, you need to focus on two things. Okay, the first thing you need to focus on, if you want any kind of client and you really want to stand out, is you need to become a specialist. Okay. And then the second thing that if I was you, that you need to focus on would be, you need to have a great offer. So these are the two things. So if you want to actually succeed, right, you basically need two things. Doesn't matter if you want to go for international clients, you need to go for Indian clients. You just need two things. And if you are able to do this, it doesn't matter who you go after or what market you go after. People will start coming to you and start, creating a line to actually work with you, rather than actually you begging for leads and you unable to actually differentiate yourself in this competitive environment. So what do I mean by specialists, right? Think about this, right? If you go to a general doctor, how many appointments does that person has? Like, he has a list of customers who are waiting to actually talk to that person. And how much is that person able to charge? Because he's treating such generic diseases like fever, cold, and cough. Maximum $500, right? Maximum 1,000 rupees. But on the other hand, if you go to somebody like a brain surgeon, think about how much money is he able to charge for the same level of valuable advice and services, right? For solving such a major problem like, let's suppose, a brain surgery, right? Or a problem with somebody's brain. That person is able to, of course, command a lot of money. So the fact is that specialists actually earn more money than generalists. So the first suggestion is, rather than trying to become a generic business, you should pick a niche and you should focus on what kind of avatar you want to focus on. Now, if I want to go international, or even if I want to target Indians, right, you could actually, for example, let's suppose you do design services or maybe you do marketing services. You can either just say, hey, Rohan, my niche is business owners. Okay. Now, a business owner could be like a tea seller all the way to Mukesh Ambani, right? So it's like a huge range, right? So probably that's not such a good idea to get started with. On the other hand, if you say, okay, I will be a design agency for dentists, right? This way, you've already eliminated a lot of competition because there aren't a lot of them available, right? So this is like a good way to actually differentiate yourself. Now, the other way that you can also go for is, you could probably just say, I go for dentists, which are probably in El Segundo in California, or maybe near Beverly Hills area in LA, right? And guess what? Now you're going after the most sophisticated and the most richest of the richest dentists available, who will be able to actually pay you a lot of money. On the other hand, again, if I was to do this for India, I could just say a dentist located in South Delhi, or it could be dentist located in South Bombay, this automatically gives me the edge that probably, I'm not getting if I was to create a generic agency. The second thing that I need to do is I need to actually create an irresistible offer that these people will want to actually go after, rather than, just saying that, hey, I don't want to work with you. Okay. So what I can do is I can actually think about what is the most painful problem that my avatar actually faces, for which I can actually go to them and charge a lot of money. So if you were to actually just go approach this dentist, hey, I will do your designing, or I will basically do your marketing, or I will grow your following, probably you won't get such a good response. On the other hand, if you were to approach this and you were to think, hey, what really bothers these dentists? Okay, what is that one thing that they are looking for? You might discover a painful problem, like, let's suppose these people need help with getting implant patients, right? So that is a painful problem. If these dentists are wanting implant patients, and if you offer maybe a design service, right? Maybe you offer some sort of social media marketing service. How can we position our services in a way so that these people can come close towards achieving their goal and solving this problem? Can we design their website in a way so that it's more compelling to attract such implant patients? Can we do SEO for this particular keyword so that we are able to attract implant patients? Can we basically work on their designing, or maybe their social media following or social media strategy, so that they can create content so that they could attract more implant patients? How can we solve their most painful problem is exactly what you should be thinking about. And then the next thing that we can do is we can help them create an irresistible offer, which will allow them to take things in the next level. Now, how do we do this? To create an irresistible offer, we could consider adding things like guarantees. For example, I will help you get 3 implant patients in the next 3 months. And if I'm not able to actually do that, you don't pay. Or if I'm not able to do that, I will work for the next 3 months for absolutely free. And also, if I'm not able to do that, I will not only refund you your money, but also refund or give you like a free $1,000 Amazon gift coupon or some gift card, which you can definitely utilize. And this will make sure that you are able to stand out from everybody in the marketplace. Now, just to show you an example, this is one of our clients that you can see, Saurabh. Now, what he did is, in order to stand out from all the other marketing agencies in the globe, right, he just said that, hey, I will only target mainly clinics and hospitals and do value-driven marketing for them. And the offer that he actually promises is that I will help you get new patients, improve case acceptance and patient retention, and grow referrals in 90 days. Okay. And the other thing that you will notice is that this person is using the exact words that the market can actually relate to and feel really interested and compelled to actually work with Saurabh. Now, here's my question to you. Let's suppose if you again go back to the Google example that I was showing you, right? Now, if I was to go to Google and just say, hey, I'm looking for a digital marketing agency, right? And let's suppose I am one of these health clinics and spas, right? And I'm looking over here and I'm looking for all the options. Do you think I will click on these options, which are all looking like these generic options, just saying the same thing, just general advice? I will help everybody. Look, showing me examples of natural honey, which I don't even care about. Or do you think I will actually go over here and actually click on this website to book a call with Saurabh, who can tell me exactly how I can actually get help, and also show me case studies of other health clinics who are getting successful results? You be the judge. Who will I click on? Right? So this is what differentiates like a generic agency from a specialist agency. So the point of the matter is, and why I'm making this video, is that this belief of yours that you have that Indians don't pay high ticket. Look, Indians pay high ticket as long as you can share value. And just to actually show you another example, let's just go to Google and type GDP of India. Okay. GDP of India per capita. Okay. What is it? It says $2,698. Now let's suppose we convert this into rupees. How much is it? It's 2,33,000 rupees. I have a simple question for you. Let's just go to Google and type iPhone cost in India. Okay. How much is it? How expensive is the iPhone? It's approximately the most expensive, or I think one of the most expensive, is for 1,37,900. Okay. Now I have a question. They say that our GDP is 2,698. Okay, Indians are apparently poor. Okay, yet Indians are actually buying phones which are almost half of their entire year's income. Like like, is this making even sense to you? Right? So if Indians actually don't buy high ticket or don't pay premium, right, then how exactly are there Indians also in our country who are able to actually pay so much money to actually buy such phones? And please note, a lot of these people that I know aren't even rich. They in fact are doing normal jobs, but they would take maybe these phones on their EMI. Maybe they would actually ask for a friend or family member, or ask somebody to get the phone from Dubai or whatnot at a cheaper price. But the point is, people are going out of their way to buy expensive things. India is growing. India is actually skyrocketing to the next level. We are about to become one of the most powerful economies. We already are one of the most powerful economies, and we are about to become almost at least in the top one or two very, very soon. So, my suggestion would be to stop living in this fallacy that Indians don't pay high ticket. Indians pay a lot of money if you are able to actually differentiate yourself from the competition. How do you differentiate yourself? By becoming a specialist and having a compelling offer that people cannot say no to. And the moment you do that, whether it's international client, Indian client, you will unlock all the success for your business. Okay, so I hope this video was beneficial for you. And anybody who tells you and comes to you and says, Rohan, Indian to are chindi, they don't pay, just send them this video, and make sure to actually make them realize the same thing, that dude, it's something's wrong with you, right? So that being said, I hope you like this. Do subscribe to the channel for more videos, and let me know in the comment section about your experience of working with Indian and international clients. Rohan Dhawan here. See you. Bye bye.